Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Sunday, April 25th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. Yay! I really look forward to this, guys. I hope you do too. So come on in. Let me check into a couple of things. Good to see everybody. Glad you guys can make it. I actually got my desk cleaned off. Oh my gosh, finally. All right, let's swing you around just a little bit. Hope everybody's doing well. Got lots to talk about tonight. Don't forget to say hello when you pop in. Oh, let's see what we got here. Welcome to everybody that's in the balcony. Glad to see ya. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yay. Hello, Ronnie. Okay. Hi, Mary. Hi, Christy. Hello, Melba. I love it when you come in the room. Hello. Rhonda, hello. Let me make sure I got everybody. Rita from Guatemala. Hello, birthday girl. We are a busy, busy group. Yes, we are. Hello, Miss Wanda. Wanda, Wanda, woohoo! Oh. Come on in, sit right down. Baby, let your hair hang down. Okay, so let's talk about what's coming up. Don't forget that we've got Dawn's contest that's churning through. Dawn's contest. Oh, Rhonda, congratulations. Have fun with it. Just use Rhonda teeny, teeny, tiny. You'll get it. Are you having fun with it, Rhonda? That's the important part, because that's the point. And did you see what I mean about it doesn't take much? Play with the thicknesses, have fun. Okay, so we've got Dawn's contest, which is ending May 2nd. And her prizes are one of the 2 volumes of the Big Kids coloring book, All Animals Go to Heaven, or a package with several coloring books, doggone it, signed of the author's choice. So that is fantastic. Oh, I'm glad you're loving that painting. Hey, try something new. Hello, Miss Lila. Okay. And I hope you guys saw the announcements. I've got 2 new contests. Not 1, but 2. So check up in announcements. The first one is that this face was uploaded to our announcements. And this is from Color with Claire. Thank you, Claire. She released that as a freebie for everybody to just go ahead and play with. And so I decided to make a contest out of it. And the idea of the contest is that you color the image as realistically as possible. And the winner, thank you, Helen Elliston, gets 1 coloring book of their choice from Amazon up to roughly a $12 value. So the image is in the folder section titled 42521 Claire Hair Contest. So knock yourself out and have fun with that. Please read the rules. Now, if you don't want to enter the contest for whatever reason, at least go ahead and post a finished colored image in the group for everybody to enjoy. All right, the second contest. Drum roll. Da, 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 da. Gotta do my drum roll. This is a $50 gift certificate or gift. And that image is in the folder titled 42521 $50 contest. Now, I'm going to stretch you a little bit. So, the other day I went through and I colored this background with the gouache paints. Zoom in. So we had a lot of fun doing that. You guys seem to like that. I hope you learned a lot. And that's a really great way how to use gouache. So the challenge is that you're going to use colored pencil, but no watercolor. This is strictly colored pencil to emulate this background. Now obviously it's not going to be the same exact thing, but it'll allow you to work on your blending skills a little bit. Now, I've been working on this, setting this contest up for a little while. I had to wait for a couple things to happen before I could go ahead and release it. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I just killed the birds. There we go. And I'm so proud of you guys because you're picking up the skills. I've showed you how to do blending before with standard pencils. And the reason that I'm restricting to standard pencils is I don't want anybody to feel left out that do not have gouache paints. And that's why I'm also not allowing water-based paints. Excuse me, water-based pencils. I'll get there. I will get there. By the way, guys, give me a sound check, please. All right. Sent to you via email. Yeah, Pearl, let me see what I can do for you on that. Sure. Pearl, do me a favor and send me, please, a direct message. Oh, good, Wanda. Thank you for covering that. All right. And just in case anybody was wondering, the Amazon gift certificate is on Amazon USA. And the shipping is very, very expensive if it goes internationally. So that's why this one is currently to U.S. residents only. Okay. Oop. Okay. So what I'm going to show you, for anybody, and I had to wait to do this tutorial, that anybody has the heebie-jeebies about pulling off this contest. And I have absolutely faith in you guys that you can do this. This is why you're in the group. This is why you're learning. And I'm going to show you how to go ahead and put together a gouache type background, which is a pastel type background, on something that you're doing by pencil. Zoom out. It's nothing exotic, and it's very, very straightforward. Okay. So let me pull some colors here. Pink, blue, green, purple. Now, I ran a quick copy, that's why I've got this dark streak down the side. I love how you guys take care of each other. So appreciated. Thank you, Miss Wanda. Okay. So since I already did this page in the book, and I need to pull out this page eventually, except that it's got my image on the back, so I'll just pull it when I do a consecutive page here. I love this book. Zoom in. I suppose it would help to not have a shadow. Me and my shadow. Okay, so what you want to do is we're going to work with the soft background. Zoom in, and hopefully you can see this on camera. Is you want to use the side of your pencil. Does not matter what the pencil brand is. Can you guys see that? We'll get some other colors in here to show you. Now I held off on this tutorial knowing that this contest was coming up. Oh, Jennifer, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we've got the side of the pencil. And notice how I'm going ahead and moving that pattern around. Okay. Now again, side of your pencil, very, very lightly. Now remember how we were doing the Disney books where they had the watercolor image next to the page that we were supposed to color? Your gouache paints come Tuesday, Mother's Day. Oh, Mary, how cool is that? Give hubby a kiss for me. So the look that we're getting here is of course not going to be exactly what the gouache is doing. But I have confidence in you guys. that you can pick up this technique. All right, will you guys let me know if you can see this? So this allows you, if you're ever doing a coloring and you don't have the gouache paints and you want this soft pastel background, then this is the way to do that. So this is a really, really budget-friendly way to get a really soft background. Okay, zoom out. Everybody see how nicely that's coming up already? And yes, Rhonda, a good paintbrush. You know what though? Don't spend a lot of money on your brushes, honestly. I got these off of eBay. And they work beautifully. Okay. Let's get this shadow out of the way here. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. Now, a lot of this too on your background is going to be paper dependent. Now, in this case, I did not spray the page. Because I'm just using this as a demo. It's not intended really to be a final piece. Is it best to do background? I'm sorry, Pearl, don't quite understand the question. Now again, guys, the key to this is using the side of your pencil because you don't have any points at all pushing into the paper. Pearl, totally up to you. I think probably, well, I'm going to leave that up to you. It depends what works best for you. Some people like to do the background first. You know, Maribel likes to do background first. Okay, now see how I've put this yellow a little bit inside the blue? And I hope you can see how beautifully this is turning out on this background. Oops, got a little bit of a darker line. Don't worry about that. So Wanda says she likes to do the background first. So Wanda, do you do the background first on all your pieces? Let's see how you're saying that. I like to do the background first. Sometimes it works better for me. Okay. Okay. Everybody see how beautifully now this is starting to come together? But wait, there's more. Hi, Miss Katie. Now, don't forget when you're using your pencils to spread your colors out. I know that sounds a little basic, but sometimes when you're, going on this, you'll fill in an area. So however many colors you picked up, just be sure to leave your spots open for that. Okay, so Wanda says she thinks it makes a picture come to life quicker when you have the background first. Cool. And you guys know that I always, hello, Dawn. Give me a couple minutes, Dawn. Now the trick to this, guys, very, very lightly. You know I always talk about tinting. Well, this is tinting to the max. And I really hope that you can see how cool this is turning out. Get these, let's see, red, orange. Yeah, I'm not going to put orange in here. I'm really happy with the way this is coming out. So Dawn texted me and she wants to come online to show something that she got, which is pretty cool. Can you guys see these colors okay? You logged yourself off. Good going, Christy. Okay. Good, Rhonda. All right, so let me just put in a couple more colors here. Now, when you've got your pink and purple together, like I do right here, zoom in. You can run that purple into the pink and into the blue if you like. So there's lots of leeway for that as well. Let's see what we got here. Okay, and I'm going to take a pause in here because Dawn wants to come online. Let me do one more spot. My OCD is kicking in here. Okay. All right, zoom out. Zoom out. You sent one to me, Maddie? Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, Maddie, thank you. Rita, is it a problem that maybe you're pressing a little bit too hard? Okay, let me show you this real quick and then I'm going to pop Dawn on. Okay, everybody see now this side by side? Oh, I'm excited, Maddie. I've been wanting one. Zoom in. So we've got all those beautiful colors there and all the beautiful colors here. Yeah, that sharpening to a point is also a problem. I was going to mention that. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, Dawn, are you ready to come online? Zoom out. Hey, Daniel. Exactly, Melba. You can go horizontally if you want. That's exactly right. Okay. And how are you?
Hey.
Good to see you, sweetie, as always.
Yep. Of course, the minute I join online, uh your microphone
Yeah.
turns into a tin can sound.
Jeez.
And I hope everybody pardons me. I've still got paint and plaster and stuff in my hair. We've been doing a lot of work at the farm this weekend, so I look an absolute mess. But I got something in the mail while I was gone to the farm this weekend that when I opened it up, it took my breath away. It was so beautiful. And I want to share with the group because one of the group members, Maddie Gentle, is who sent these to me. And let me tell you, when another artist sends me something uh, from the bottom of their heart and shares their artwork with me, it just almost brings me to tears because they felt that I was important enough in their lives to share their artwork. So I have to share this. You still there? I'm not hearing you, ILene.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you great now.
Okay, there you go.
Yee. So I'm going to put my phone up on the little overhead stand and then show everybody what I got from Maddie. And Maddie was looking for some opinions from people on her art books. And so if you've got any kind of opinions or anything like that, let Maddie know in the comments. Okay.
Okay. And yes, I'll turn the volume down.
Okay. So I'm going to share them one at a time.
Oh.
So she sent me two small ones and a large one. So make sure this doesn't go anywhere. So this is the first one. And I'm not sure how she puts them together, but it looks like she's got some very fancy paper. And I honestly think she's got to put these together by hand because I'm seeing these pearl beads over here and they're not glued down, they're sewn down. So open the little pretty silk ribbon.
Oh my gosh, they're sewn down.
And then you open it up and it is an art book. So when you open it up, there's two blank pages. And then over here on the right, there's like two sewn in folds that, so you could write something over here like in a greeting card and then come over and whoever gets it, you could write in other little sentiments, I love yous, or I remember when, that sort of thing. And it is just beautiful. And you flip it over this way and it opens up again and there's like another little set of cards that are sewn together.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of like a surprise note in the back. And I am just floored. These are just stunning. I
Dawn,
can see that.
yeah, did you see the idea that you can put tuck photographs in them as well?
Yes, yes, I remember her talking about those when I was talking about those old timey photographs that I had purchased back in the day. So that's the first one. You can see just how stunning it is. I mean, it takes your breath away when you open it up and look at it.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of sparklies and butterflies and things of that nature. Okay, this is the second one. So she used like a piece of fabric, a piece of sheer fabric for the bow, and I love it. It's just rustic looking here.
Yeah, I love that
See,
one.
and you open it up, and it actually looks like some of this stuff is embossed on here because the leaf has raised pattern. So it could have been either a stamp that she did the uh, hot air on that it raised or puffed the paint,
Mm-hmm.
and just beautiful paper. I think this is washi tape. I could be wrong, but if it's not, it's just some other kind of paper that she used. This is the back.
Oh, can I see the back again, please?
Okay, yeah, it's like wood planks.
She said that
So you open it up.
she just said she just added leaves.
Oh, okay.
Just paper,
And
no tape.
then, all right. Well, this is the left-hand side. Beautiful Victorian type paper. And on the right-hand side, I just love this. Uh,
Mm.
Flowers, sparklies, glitter, and you open it up, and it's hand sewn. I mean, she spares no time in putting these together. So you could write a little sentiment here in this note. And then you open it up again, and here's two other blank pages that you can add more, sentiment or notes to yourself or whoever to get the magic art book. So that's that one. So the third one, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Wait till you see that one. Woo! I'm just so thrilled with this. I can't tell you. So this is a multiple book piece. It's got like four separate single books sewn together, and you can see that it's pretty thick.
Yeah.
And I think on some of these she might have used a sewing machine, and then others she hand sewed. But this one
Okay.
she hand sewed this little piece, and I think it's fabric. And then
Okay.
she's got the antique photos that she added to these. And then open it up to the first page. She's got the old timey photo of people, and oldie but, and she's got hand sewn ornamentation to this. You see the
Mm.
little threads here,
Mm-hmm.
and you open it up. This is my happy place, an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, and
And
she
this is,
says that everything is hand sewn, no machine.
oh, okay, okay. Well, she has some perfect hand sewing then, because it sure looked like it was machine sewed. So this you actually open up. So you got my happy place. There's a blank piece. Here's some antique photographs wishing you happiness. And you close it back up, and you go to the next page. There's always time to be thankful. And look here. This slides out. Isn't this cool? There's an
Mm.
elephant with like an old Art Nouveau sticker on there. and you can open it up and write little secret notes or messages in here, and it tucks inside this pocket.
Oh my gosh, Maddie, those are gorgeous.
Aren't they just stunning? And then you go to the next page, and there's another secret pocket. And this looks like it's a very old antique looking advertisement. And there's two little note pockets in here. So can you imagine writing all these love notes to your better half and tucking them inside this book and letting them open them up and read the notes, or even messages to your children?
Yeah.
And then this opens up. This is like, ooh, look at this. Fall to-do list. Go apple picking in an orchard. Rake crunchy fallen leaves. Sip warm cider with friends. Bake a pumpkin pie. Cuddle under a warm blanket. There's an antique newspaper here. Lines that you could write on. Gorgeous flowers.
Yeah, and she was also saying, yeah, she was also saying you can draw inside.
Yep. Pear soap, old-fashioned soap advertisement. So this is tucked inside this pocket. And we go to the next page. So this one like opens like a book. Look at this hand-stitched threads here. I'm just blown away. I can't tell you how impressed I am with this. Open it up. Antique stickers. Nature's not a place to visit, it is home. And here's Mark Twain, hand sewn. I just can't get over this. I know she had to put hours into this. Here's Adventures of Tom Sawyer. It's a little notebook tucked inside here too.
Maddie says she's excited to see this online.
Yeah. And you're definitely going to have to post your event tonight on YouTube so everybody else can see her artwork.
You better believe it.
Can't be missed.
Yeah.
So this looks like it might be Polish or German or maybe even Greek writing here. From our kitchen to yours. It's another antique looking sheet of paper to write some notes and reminders and secret messages to. And here's another one. This looks like it might be German writing here, malt extract. You open it up and there's these magical birds and and then there's another beautiful, hidden piece of paper for messages.
Oh, Maddie says she's going to make paper this summer.
Oh my gosh, I've done that before and I had so much fun. So here's some more vintage little pictures, and let's see, veritable extract de viande something. It's interesting to try to interpret everything, all these old antique advertisements. Dr. Seth Arnold's balsam. So here's more antique people. And New Park Market Clipper. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Maddie, I tell you, I am so honored that you sent this to me. I could never have thought of doing something this wonderful by myself.
Wow, I can't wait to see mine.
And then let's see, over here, there's a beautiful bird, another note sheet inside. And I think Maddie must have taken this picture herself. It's on the photo paper, and it's of like a mountain knoll with trees and yellow leaves. And let's see, Ooh, more notes. So these little envelopes with the hand sewing and the little notes inside. And a little Swiss girl getting ready to curtsy.
She said, Maddie says, I'm thrilled. Use this up and I will send you another. They are all different.
Ooh, my goodness. She's going to send me more. Send them in.
Yep.
Send them in. Beautiful bird. This almost looks like there's a secret pocket or secret message in here. There's always time to be thankful. More little books and notes. Holy cow, this is just amazing.
Yeah. Can you go to your left a little bit, Dawn?
Sure. Right here?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Oh, I love that little girl on there. Yeah.
Isn't she just precious?
Mm.
And then let's go over here. That's a beautiful bird. And open it up. And there's a little, like a nameplate here. I have a feeling Maddie took this picture too. It's some beautiful leaves and some rocks. I just love these little surprise leaflets in the pages. And then here's a couple. Look at that beautiful picture. Look at all the rainbow colors that are just natural. The
Love that one.
blues and greens. That's just gorgeous. You know, Maddie is just an artist beyond belief.
Yeah, she is.
And oh my gosh, Maddie, I cannot thank you enough. I could tell you 100 times how much I love this book. It is just, I can sit here and look through it over and over and over again and not get tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Maddie, you made me cry.
Yeah, yeah. I just love the colors and how everything is pulled together and how beautiful it looks.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, Maddie, let me ask you, how long did it take you to start getting so good at doing this?
Let's see what she says. Yeah, hi, Brooke. How long does something like that take you, Maddie? Is there a way to put a time on it, or it's just something that you do, you know, that you work on it a little bit and maybe go to something else? She says she does it in stages. She started in 2017.
I have seen books like these selling for upwards of $20 or $30 on Etsy. And you know that isn't even enough for all the amount of imagination and work you put into this.
Yeah. She says, I make a book, then add another day and another day add. So she makes the book and then just keeps adding to it.
Wow. Well, I tell you, Maddie, I am one appreciative person. And I sort of was looking to see if your name was anywhere in here or you'd written in there any special messages. Did I miss anything, or did you just forget? Because, you know, you need to start signing this artwork.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Yeah, at least sign and date your work, Maddie. Uh-oh, she said,
uh-oh. Yeah.
She says, forgot my name.
Maddie, if I were you, as a suggestion, this is the back cover. I would go in right here and handwrite, you know, handmade by Maddie Gentle, in the year such and such, all stitching, handmade, or something like that. That would definitely add to the value of the book, because it's a work of art.
Hey, Dawn, go to Go to the back again. She says, there it is on the back.
No, this is somebody else's name, I think.
Oh.
Is that your name, Maddie?
Yeah, she said,
Oh,
there
okay.
it
That
is.
is your name on the back. Oh, the secret name that nobody else knows. Oh, I'm even more excited now. Woohoo!
So yeah, signed and dated.
Oh, I won't tell anybody, Maddie. I just realized all my fingers are still got paint all over them. So but it's dry. It didn't get on the book or anything.
Yeah. Oh man, I am so glad you showed that, Dawn.
Yes, I thought, these books are just, oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. These are going to be treasures. They're going to go into displays where I could show other people.
Mm. Well, it makes me
Anyway,
excited
that's
about
what I
it.
wanted to share.
Well, thank you, Dawn. So are you going to rest
And
up the
Maddie,
rest of the evening? Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna rest up. I'll probably have you in the background, just listening to you while I'm relaxing. I, uh,
Okay.
I'm totally exhausted. So we
Absolutely
were at the
beautiful on
farm
those
this week.
books.
Yeah, we were at the farm this weekend, and we were mudding and double painting a half a garage that's like 900 square feet. And my husband's replugging in all the sinks and toilets in the big bathroom and building walls and hauling stuff. And we're just like, oh my God, if we have to lift a finger to do anything else tonight, we're just going to keel over dead from exhaustion. So
Mm.
he's my knight in shining armor.
Oh, you know what's really neat about those books, and I just saw you flipping through it while you're talking, is you see something new every
Uh-huh.
time.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Absolutely
This,
gorgeous.
this would be the and you know what would make it even more valuable at other than outside of the art is when the person who owns it goes through and just writes their favorite poems or quotes by people that they really really love. There's some quotes out there by Mark Twain that it would be pretty cool to write just a few things in a little book and your thoughts on the quote itself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the birds. I am an avid bird watcher. I have like 6 bird feeders outside my window at the beach house that I watch all day long while I'm working on the computer. And my husband's going to be building me a bird feeder station um, out at the farm. So I love these pictures of these birds. They're just, oh my goodness. Just, can't wait to start adding to it and increasing the value of this beautiful piece of art. And, I probably would have to go back and say that, Maddie, that, uh, it could be, this book could be worth much much more than the $20 or $30 I quoted on Etsy. I'm just saying that's what people were asking, but something of this nature, yeah, that's priceless.
Absolutely gorgeous. Well, and you know what, Dawn, Maddie keeps saying that she isn't ready to release the stuff, or sell it or whatever. And I think that she is absolutely beyond ready. Um, we've all seen her work, and I keep trying to encourage her to um, sell some of this stuff. And, you're saying the same thing, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think for her it might actually she needs to like do a flip through of the entire book and showcase it just like I did, and then maybe put them on YouTube, and then talk about, you know, go to her Etsy store to buy books similar to, but you know, each book is different and unique and of itself, and she can name the theme of the book. Like this one might be vintage antiques, home. Gosh, I mean, it's just so eclectic throughout the whole thing that
and
it's hard to put a theme to.
yeah, and this is already going to go up to YouTube. And what I can do is go ahead. I'll get contact information from her. You know, how people can get a hold of her if they want to purchase. Now she's thinking $25 for a book like that. What do you think?
Oh, for this, probably closer to 40 or 50, because you know, I just imagine all the time she had to go put into this, and she hand stitch this stuff. That's you know, that's a lot of time, and
yeah, and I agree with you. I think $45, $50. Because Maddie, you're really underselling yourself if you go with 25.
yeah, but Maddie, you know, you say that people don't have that kind of money nowadays. You're not looking for those kind of buyers. You're looking for the buyers who are looking for something unique, artistic, and just so out of this world that nobody else can see it. And you just have to learn to market to the right type of people.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I'm just trying to catch comments here while we're going through. Let's see here, nature in it. So yeah, so Dawn, do you think that you can, good night, Daniel, by the way. Can you talk to Maddie and help her through all this process?
I can probably make some suggestions to her if she wants to IM me. But yeah, eloquent is a beautiful word for it.
Yeah, and you know, she's thinking now. Yeah, May's saying 35, and I still think you're low, Mandy. I think 45 would be perfect.
Yep. Yep. And I think what may help too is when you have other people talking about it versus you talking about it. I think, you know, we can talk about it and see what goes on. But yeah, you know, you go to a Hallmark store nowadays and you're paying $10 or $12 for a card, which is a piece of cardboard with a pretty picture on it and a nice envelope that comes with it. Maddie, if you could either create like a small shallow cardboard box to put this in, that's as decorative as the book themselves, and then sell it as a set that people can sit down and put their own sentiments in and add to the book itself. I think you can really get some good money for this. And Katie said, Maddie, you're doing what many creators accidentally do. They undervalue their work.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I'm guilty of it. You know, I always think, oh, well, you know, people won't buy this for 25 or 30 bucks. But in fact, some people are willing to pay it. It's just who you target market to. If they can't afford it, that's not your target market. You want to target people who are looking for something unique and something interesting that they can't find at Walmart.
Yeah, and they, you know, people value stuff more when they pay a little more for it. It's like IKEA. If people value their furniture because they need to put it together and spend the time and be careful with it and the whole bit. And my other concern for Maddie is that if she sells these for $25, what happens if she gets an order for, 10 of them, 10 different
Yeah.
people, or, that's an awful lot of work, Maddie, really. So I think your price point would be $45. She said the little ones are $10, and I still think that's too low. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dawn, what do you
Something
think
like this
of
would
that?
probably, yeah, this small one here, I would say at least $20-$25 easily.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if it came with an envelope. Sometimes you can get some of the really stiff cardboard, which I think some of this she made and used. And oh my God, like I have got like a foot stack of fancy paper and all tucked away and packed up in my art studio boxes. And this has given me some amazing ideas. Sorry, Maddie, this is just wonderful. So, yeah, easily, just because of the nature of it and how much work was put into it and how many secret compartments and flaps and places you can write secret messages and add to it. It's just crazy. Wonderful.
Do you have a ruler near you, Dawn, that you could measure? Uh, Maddie thinks they were 6 by 4.
I'm
Could you
looking.
measure the sizes of large and small?
I'm looking.
Okay.
I don't have a ruler right here in all my art stuff. I used to have
tape
one, but I
measure.
think somebody by the name of Jim walked off with it.
Maddie says the big ones are about the size of cereal boxes.
Okay, this is a pair of scissors, a standard pair of scissors.
Yeah.
So see if that would be comparable.
Okay, and I have a ruler and the same scissors here. So let me put my ruler next to this, and you guys can. The scissors is about 7 inches. Yeah. So the scissors is 7 inches. So the big one's $45, and the smaller one's $25. That is so cool. Dawn is still playing with the pieces.
I'm just loving it.
Wee.
I had a girlfriend paint a picture of my farmhouse and give it to me for Christmas, and I was just in tears when I opened it up, because very seldom do artists who are really, really good at their craft send me something that is so personal. And so this is just, Maddie, I just can't thank you enough. This is just wonderful.
She's gushing. Dawn is gushing. Excuse me.
And the sad thing about it was my mother grew up during the Depression, and because she had that particular mindset, she hated anything that was handmade.
Okay.
And anything handmade to me is just precious and priceless.
Wow, I'm blown away also, and knowing that I've got some of these things in the mailbox too, is I'll be running out and checking that. Thank you, Maddie.
Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Maddie, thank you for letting me share, and I appreciate y'all letting me showcase all this beautiful artwork.
Well, absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, this will go up to YouTube, so I'll have to figure out with Maddie how to get people to get in touch with her. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Sound check, please. Well, Maddie, congratulations. All right. And I just got an email that says Helen Elliston sent us a gift card. Oh, Helen, for $100 for promo for prizes for your followers. Oh, Helen, thank you. Wow, thank you. Absolutely fantastic. No, Wanda, I'm seeing it right now. I'll have to go back and look at comments. Okay. Oh, Helen, thank you so much. I'll go back through and read the posts. Well, Maddie, I hope that this really gives you inspiration. And to validate everything that you're doing, because you do gorgeous work. And I will coordinate with you when I post this video. And if not video, I will be going through and showing mine when I get mine. So that's wonderful. All right. Woohoo. We have wonderful, wonderful people. Oh, there you go, Maddie. If you could add coloring pages to the little book, that would make it. Yeah, I'll go back, Helen. I can't right now, but I definitely will. Oh, we are a blessed group. We really are. Absolutely wonderful. Aren't you guys happy you're members of this group? I'm happy that you're members. Oh, we are a good group. No drama, no garbage. Yeah, I won't put up with drama. Okay. Helen, thank you so much in advance. I'll take a peek at the text. Dawn was acting like a little kid in the candy store. Candy, that's right. And I think that that's so neat that Dawn came in, you know, from Dawn and Jim came in from work and Dawn found that That is cool. Okay. Okay, guys, I don't want to be discussing any contests right now. I have to take a look and see what it is, and I'll coordinate with Helen. So I will get into that shortly or after broadcast tonight. Okay. Yeah, I've got books that have Bible colorings on it. Okay. So back to the subject at hand. All right. So now we've got this background and work several ways of smoothing this out. Zoom in. Okay, now see how that's looking a little bit rough? Oh, Sarah, I haven't colored in a Bible, but I've colored books that do have biblical quotes on it. So there are several ways that we can smooth this out that I want to show you. And this is based on the contest that I'm running right now. Sound check, please. See here. Okay, guys, I'm back. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay. Zoom out. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the side of my blender pencil, zoom in, Okay, so Ashley, to answer your question, I put the colors right next to each other. All right, can everybody see now how this is coming out beautifully? And again, I've got this streak down the side. That's because I just went ahead and did a quick print off. All right. So now I want you to see the difference. This is a more vertical coloring that I did with the gouache. And this one here, I'm doing more in the circular. And again, I'm just using the side of my pencil to smooth this out. Okay. So this is another technique now for smoothing out your images. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my Prismacolor Premier, which is a PC 938. And you can see now how this is blending absolutely beautifully. And what I want you to see now is that between using the side of your initial color and using your white pencil, you have the ability now oh, that's a neat idea. Hey, Maddie, do me a favor and go back and explain that in your posting. Edit your post. You colored the whole page and then rubbed in gold chalk. Yeah. Everybody see now how beautifully this background is blending in? There you go. Zoom out. All right, and what I want you to see now is the comparison between the two backgrounds. This was done with a gouache paint. This is done with strictly pencil. And that's regular pencil. It's not watercolor. Watercolor pencil. So this contest is perfectly doable. And the reason that I chose the pencil is because for those of you that don't have the gouache paints, I wanted to show you, zoom in, that you can create that same background. Okay, now I'm going to grab something here and show you one more method here. Let me grab my little cup here. All right. One other method here that you can use, and this is accessible to everybody, is you can go to your local hardware store and pick up some odorless mineral spirits. Now, you don't need to go to Amazon to buy the Gamasol. Yeah, thanks, Julie. I just stopped here because I'm just demonstrating how to do this. Now, use this stuff in a well-ventilated area, obviously, and you don't have to be scared of it. It works beautifully. And I'm going to show you a couple more blending techniques to get that background to look nice and soft. So the first one I'm going to do, I've got both a Q-tip and I have a sponge tip applicator. So I'm going to use the Q-tip, and just as Melba mentioned, the odorless mineral spirits, and of course keep away from pets, that's right. And I'm using the Q-tip to blend the pencil. Now, I have never had any problem with this when I use the fixative. And what this stuff does is it dissolves the wax in the pencil and the pigment. Zoom in. Actually, it is pretty much odorless. There's a slight chemical smell, but there are other thinners that smell a lot harsher. So what I want you to see is that it blends in these colors absolutely beautifully. All that popcorn effect goes out. And don't worry if it gets initially dark when you do this. That's just the moisture of the mineral spirits. Zoom in. And you can see how that immediately goes smooth. Now, when you blend it, I've never had any problem with it, Sandra, but you just got to be very careful. I mean, I've got a fan running, I've got a window open. But what you want to do is you want to go ahead and blend basically your individual color. So in other words, I'll do the pink and then go back and do the other colors here. Zoom out. Okay, everybody see how beautifully now that's coming up. And it is smooth as a baby's behind. Yeah, a tortilla or a blending stump is perfect. Okay, the other blending tool that I'm going to use, and you may not have this, so this is why I went ahead and used the Q-tip basically, is go ahead and use your makeup applicators. And that will give you a really nice blend as well. Zoom out. Now, if you have some areas that are being a little bit stubborn, you can go back over it with your white blender pencil. And get rid of those little nubbies. See how they're going away now? Zoom in. Beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I've got 3 areas of pink right here that look like fingerprints. So I'll just go ahead and fix that. All right. Zoom out. Now, this is the reason why I'm running this particular contest. For those of you who don't have the gouache paints, I wanted to show you that you can do the same type of background with just pencil, because all of us have pencils. The second reason that I did this contest, or am doing this contest, is I want to stretch you a little bit. Well, no, I want to stretch you a lot. If I just sit here day after day and color basic stuff, you learn nothing. So this contest is to get you out of your comfort zone and show you that you can do something like this. All right. Anybody have any questions or comments? And the reason that I didn't allow the watercolor pencils is because, number one, not all of us have the watercolor pencils. And number two, I want you to see that you can do this as well. Sandra, all that information is in announcements. Okay, so I want you to compare now, side by side, these two backgrounds. And the way that I've done this, difference at all. Yeah, I've had that happen, Julie. Does anybody have any questions about this background? It is perfectly doable in this contest. It does not eliminate anybody. And if you've not done this before, now you can see how to do it. I've shown you the different blending techniques. All right, let me grab a little water. Okay. So cool. Now I'm sorry I didn't do it in the book, because I would have kept going with this. Oh my. Okay. So let me entertain you. All right. Well, Wanda, there's no requirement that you join in on the contest. If the contest isn't your cup of tea, then don't join it. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to teach. And I teach different methods, and not all methods are everybody's cup of tea. Okay. And I'm not going to take away teaching something to people just because somebody else doesn't like it. So, I'm sorry it's not making you happy, but, you know, some people like the methods I'm using and the media, some don't. Okay. So, is everybody comfortable now with how to get this nice and smooth and make this background nice and smooth? Zoom in. There we go. It gives you that really soft pastel look. And again, this one on the left was done with the wash paint. The one on the right was done with simple pencil that everybody owns. Yeah, and you know, Stephanie, that is another, you can do that. Stephanie brought up a really good point. And let me show you this. Zoom in. Okay. You can take a pencil and you can, let me get here. You can go ahead and shave off the pencil wax. I mean, honestly, guys, there's no need to criticize these contests just because you don't like the methods. If you don't like the method, then just, you know, sit it out. The other contest I'm running is open to any media. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I shave the pencil onto the surface with an X-Acto knife. And I'm going to go ahead and use my finger to blend that in. Everybody see how I'm doing that? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my blender pencil and blend in that color. Everybody see how I did that? Now, please keep in mind, guys, that different brands of pencil are going to act different ways when you go to blend them. You already know that. Oh, it's very versatile. That's why I'm showing you this technique. That's why I'm running the contest around it, to get you guys to engage with it. And I'm going to use a little bit of the solvent now to go ahead and blend out those rough spots. So I'm dipping my blender pencil. You got to be careful when you do this. I'm dipping my blender pencil into the solvent to blend it out. Just play with it, guys. Now, let me show you something else. I might as well, since I'm on the topic. Okay. Now, I would not do this a lot because, again, depending on the pencil, it can be hard on it. But I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to dip the tip into the solvent. Zoom in. Everybody see how that's starting, it softens it up. And then as the solvent wears away from the tip of your pencil, you'll feel it get a little harder and harder to put it down on the paper. Now, I'm being very judicious with the use of solvent because not all people have it and not all people are comfortable with it. Everybody see how I'm doing this? And then when you're done, wipe off the tip of your pencil on a paper towel. Zoom out. And you can see how I shaded a little bit with this. Yes, Ashley, these techniques can be used for the contest because you're only using colored pencil. And that's why I'm showing it to everybody, so you can decide how you want to use it. And this is why I'm running this contest. Okay, let me grab a different color. And here we are with the blue, same method. Teeny tiny bit of solvent on the tip of the pencil, breaks up that pigment. And then I'm just going to darken this pillow using my pencil here. And again, please don't forget to wipe off your pencil. I am so tickled with this picture from Melba for the contest, guys. I love Melba's art. I wanted to highlight it, and she agreed to provide a piece. You might want to check with her. I think she sells her pieces. I have no problem promoting that. Everybody see how smooth this is, guys? Zoom in. There you go. Isn't that drop dead gorgeous? I'm going to put a little blue in there. Now I'm really sorry that I didn't do this on the original. Zoom out. Look how beautiful that looks with the shading. Okay. Zoom out. There you go, guys. I hope this has opened some ideas. Now again, please, please be sure that you wipe off your pencil to get that solvent off of it. Okay? So there's the one, there's the two. Anybody have any questions or comments? All right. And don't forget, guys, you go to your local hardware store, you buy your odorless mineral spirits. Don't buy the stuff on Amazon, because they soak you for the same thing. It's a paint thinner. That's all it is. Okay. I think we're good to go. Now remember, in the contest, we want a nice light background. That's the whole thing that you're aiming for. Walmart has it. Yep. So I want you to emulate this. And more specifically, emulate that. Okay? So does that help everybody that just has pencils? This contest is for you. Okay. Fun. Fun, fun, fun is had by all. Okay. Good, Ashley. Hey, that's all I'm asking is that you try. I'm running these contests for a reason. They're to teach. This is a teaching group. I don't run contests just to run contests. Okay. So Ashley says, I'm going to give it a heck of a try. Go, Ashley, go, Ashley, go, Ashley. Okay. So this is from Native American Indians to Grayscale, Kimberly Hawthorne. I don't know if Dawn is watching this still, but she sent a comment that she absolutely loved this gray against the color, and I almost didn't have the heart to tell her that I was planning on coloring this in. Oh. Okay. La, da, da. I love you guys. And if you can't do the contest, unfortunately, it's not for people outside of the U.S. shipping. Please go ahead and post your pieces. Oh, Ashley, it's for people. It's in the U.S. The Amazon gift card that I got for the group is Amazon USA. Okay. No, 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 no. All right. So I'm going to use my Arteza, and this is a cream color. And I'm going to go ahead and work the Indian Maiden's blouse. Zoom in. No, the prize is not monetary. It is $50 in supplies that you choose for yourself, and I will ship them to you. I am using the gift card that Miss Helen gave to us. And the prize is for $50 up in product. And you'll choose what you want, and then that will be shipped to you. Okay. Okay, so I'm going through, guys. Lila, nothing changed. If you look in the contest, I cited the $50 gift certificate that Helen gave to us. That's why this contest is happening, because Helen gave us the $50 gift certificate. I am using that money to send a gift to the people that win the contest who are USA based. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, Maddie. No problem. Let me pop over to something here. Okay. Oops. I am A-okay. All right. Ashley, I have dipped both types of pencils into the mineral spirits. You need to test it by what your pencil is and by brand. I have never had problem with either one. Okay. Zoom out. Now remember, turn your pencil when you're working on this. And notice on this grayscale, that I'm going ahead and coloring over all the areas with my lightest pencil. This is a little bit of a departure on this particular one from what I've done before, which is fine. And what I wanted to do with this particular color on the Indian Maiden is I wanted to have her outfits stand out, and I wanted to use a color that is going to be comparable and recognizable. So I went to Google and I searched the colors, and I wanted this color because it's kind of a tan color. All right, everybody see now how that color is coming up? A football hero neck. Now, the thing that you've got to think ahead of on this is that we're going to have Native American skin here. And so we've got to be careful with our browns and our reds on the rest of this. Okay. Any questions so far? Comments? Questions, comments? Oh, you're getting your thyroid removed? Wow, I didn't even know they did that. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to use a Faber Castell flesh color, and I'm going to start coming in, zoom in, zoom in, and I want you to notice two things about that. Is I'm going to go ahead and go over this first color my cream color with the tan, but I'm also going to darken in a little bit now where this gray shading is darkened in. And if I didn't go over that original tan, it would look really funny. zoom out. Everybody's seeing now how we're getting that leathery, tanned, you know, leather, not leather, but the hide. There we go. I got it. Kind of like a cowhide look. And I'm emphasizing the brown where that darker gray is. Oh, Christy, I didn't know that. I'm so glad they got it out, though, for you. That is fantastic news. So everybody see how this is getting a nice, really nice tanned hide look? So I'm coloring over the cream, but I'm also using my brown in the appropriate areas where the shading is. Now normally, heads up, normally you would use a light, a medium, and dark in a color group. And this is a departure from that because I wanted to use that light color to bring up the color of the tanned hide look. So I don't want you to lockstep into certain schematics. Schematics, that's not the word I want. It's coloring schemes. Okay. And then I'm going to blend that with my finger. Oh my gosh, guys, can you see how that looks so neat? It looks like tanned hide. Oh, you've got an Indian museum in town with a painted hide. Cool. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And that's a Google search. Okay. Okay. And guys, I really, really hope on camera you can see how beautiful this is starting to come out. Zoom in. And just in general, guys, now it's a little streaky right now, and that's fine, and that'll work because, you know, it's the cowhide. So where my brown pencil streaked, oh, Rhonda, you are welcome. Can you guys see how beautifully this is coming out? Oh, man. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Da 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 da. Boom. Okay. Now, also notice, guys, right here, for example, where I've got this little, like eyeball here, I'm going to go ahead and emphasize that. And I would encourage you that if you're coloring and you get a funny little streak somewhere, either blend it out or enhance it, right? All right, so let me smooth that out with my finger. You know I like to get into my work. That's cool, Maddie. I'm glad you're here. Oh man, I hope you guys can really, really see. I must have finger painted as a kid. Zoom out. Look at that. Doesn't that look like the light tanned rawhide? And so right now I am embracing the streaks on it. Absolutely beautiful. Melba, what do you think? Is this your cup of tea? Okay. Ashley, we pray that your surgery will go really well, and that you're in the hands of the doctors who will do a wonderful, wonderful job for you. Good night, Pearl. Good night, Pearl. Good night, Pearl. So glad you were with us tonight. Okay, not exactly your taste. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in with a darker brown. And you know, guys, I have, let's see here. Pearl says, feels so good to be back coloring. It's been 4 months. My mojo got up and awaiting a fireball experience. Woohoo! Love it. And you know, guys, as I've said before, it's not what I'm coloring, but how I'm coloring. If you don't like the gouache painting, that's fine. Not everybody's going to love it. If you don't love the pastels or like the pastels, that's fine. Not everybody's going to like it. But now you know how to do these things if you decide that you want to try different avenues. I'm presenting these different things to you so that you can experiment. Some of you had not used gouache before, and now you know how, and you can play with it. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But you know what? I'm not going to stop demonstrating it. Zoom in. And I understand that not everybody can afford these products. That's why I try to suggest alternatives. You know, the cellophane, go to your dollar store. And you don't have to put cellophane on stuff. Okay, so Maddie says, I'm a chalk, gouache, pencil, paint, and pastel lady. Need to work on markers when they come. I think that's hysterical, Maddie, that now you're getting these markers. But you know what, guys? If something isn't your cup of tea, don't rain on somebody else's parade. That's not the point of this group at all. All right. So I'm now taking my darker brown, the darkest brown, and I'm going to go ahead and work in my dark areas here. There we go. Oh, Pearl says she wants to try the cellophane. All right, Pearl and Maddie now are teaming up. Okay. Okay, everybody see how we're getting a good dimension on this? And if you want to take a little bit of liberty, I'm working on my darkest color now. If you want to take a little bit of liberty with that, have at it. That's the fun part. Okay. Now I'm going to use a little bit of white pencil, not much, because I don't want to lose that dark sharpness. And I'm just going to hit that just a little bit. No, that's kind of my normal color, sweetie. Hopefully hopefully it's a healthy color. Zoom out. Okay. There you go. I really hope that you guys can see how beautiful this looks. And if you need to tone down one of your colors, just go ahead. I'm using my medium to do that. Okay. Now the really neat thing is too, is because I'm doing the clothing first, is that's going to really show now where our skin needs to be. Now, you guys can see that there's a white spot down at the bottom. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Okay, I need to quit fussing with that. And I may fine tune a little more yet when I do the skin. Now again, the skin's going to be a little touchy, but we'll work that out. Okay. So now what I want to show you real quick. Well, not real quick. Zoom in. So I have an area at the bottom, and I'm sure you've run into this. Oh, sorry for covering up the lens. Is we've got the leg here. And I need to extend that a little bit. Now this is totally optional if you want to do this, but I don't want you to be afraid to do it. So we can kind of guesstimate where this leg is going to go. That sounds funny, doesn't it? Okay, now you can still see that white, so now I'm going to take a little bit of darker gray and blend out that line. Now I don't want to add too much gray right now because remember, I'm going to be putting color over this. So I'm just going to lightly establish where that line's going to go. In other words, guys, the gray is not my finished color here. Okay, so we've got his loincloth here. Let's see how that goes. So, I'm going to extend that down as well. And right now this is a guess, you know, guessing by golly. Now again, you don't have to do this. But I want you to try stuff like this, guys. That's the point. So I'm just going to use that brown right now as a placeholder, literally. I mean, obviously I'm going to be using more than one color on it for the depth and dimension. But the point is, guys, is if you don't try and do something like this, what's the point? You're just going to be coloring and coloring and coloring at one level. And I don't want to see you do that. Okay. Now her leg here is going to be a little touchy. Oh, let's see here. Because I'm not exactly sure where the sky and her lower half is. And some people may give up because of that type of thing happening. So I'm going to assume that it's about here because her chest is pushing out the outfit here, the cover, her blouse, her shirt. And so I'm going to go ahead and guesstimate that it's going to come down something like this. And the reason that I'm using gray is because we're in grayscale right now. I'm not ready to put the colors in yet, but I will. Be adventurous, guys. Try something different. So literally, I'm just pulling down this gray, just as, like I said, just as a placeholder. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? So I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and color in some of the sky. Oops. Ooh, didn't mean to use that darker of a blue. Oops. Okay, so I think now that we've got a good approximation here, where this young lady's body's going to go. And there's always the eraser. All right, guys, zoom out. Zoom out. Well, you know what, guys? If you still love me, that's fine. But kindly stop causing disruption in the group and making negative comments. If you have any question about contests or the way something's run, then at least have the courtesy of contacting me privately and not airing this out in what should be a very nice, fun time for everybody else. So, I'm glad you still love me. That's fine. Okay, guys. I'm thinking that we've got a really good do on this. So I've extended this downward. It looks a little wonky here with him, but we'll go ahead and get that straightened out. And remember, when you're coloring something like this, with Indian skin, Native American skin. That's why I picked the colors that I did. And I'll go ahead and contrast that skin against it. Now, what I also want to show you, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, is I'm going to go ahead, I put a little not reflection, but, well, yeah, on his throat, and I will carry that theme through when I go ahead and do his skin. And I'll probably carry that over here, although right now I've got some pink, but I'll resolve that and change that up. All right, guys. Zoom out. Zoom out. Anybody have any questions or comments? I think we're good to go on this, and I am very happy with it. And again, this is our Grayscale. It's the Native American Indians 2 Grayscale by Kimberly Hawthorne. Tortillion. I always can never pronounce that. Tortillion. All right, guys. I think we're in really good shape with this. I'm going to call it an evening because it is 10 o'clock. I'm having a ball doing this for you. I love this Milky Way effect. I hope you like it as well. And I think we're in really good shape. All right, guys. Joyous, joyous coloring. Love all you guys. I will be here tomorrow night, same time, same place. I hope you learned a few things, picked up a few tips. I really love that jacket. I think it turned out well. Okay, guys, take care. Until next time. Bye, guys. Take care.